So the worst thing about cottage shopping with your parents as clients, first thing is that I live with them currently, so I can't get a break from my clients. Every day is a new cottage here. It's fucking midnight. Is the new cottage come? What about this cottage? What about this cottage? Like, I need a break. We're going to see 2 cottages about an hour apart. I basically had to block off my entire day. But I'm happy to do it because I love them and I want a cottage and I also want to get paid. How are ya?
Good, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
So this is flat area for the big people. Yeah, so we got our video.
2 fridges.
Fireplaces, electric, family room heater. Heater later is usually for gas. But where's their heat? Electric. Is that ever neat? Put a railing there. Just to be safe.
Beef this one up.
Definitely beat this one up. There's really no space because that's the water right there.
Right there.
So you come down and you're right to the dock.
Beautiful. Cottage number 2.
Just tell them it's sold, right? Sure you like. That's neighbors. Everyone's got bunkies. I guess you can get away with it.
Okay, so it's a gut job. Full gut job here. Yeah, it's gonna all go, right? So let's just walk the lot. You gotta fucking knock this whole thing down. All right, so this is a huge property. It's a great property. The only problem with this property is you need to build a whole fucking house. So this is the drive-in.
A little more difficult going up.
What do I do?
See if we can get one. Is that service?
No.
By the water, there's a beach which you can't see now, but it's a flat area down there for the kids to play. You do a fire pit down there. Gorgeous.
It's and you drive in. It's a great property.
You drive in and it's all treed, heavily treed. It's like Beautiful property.
But Dad would have to put his building skills to work and build a nice cottage.
I don't even know if the cottage is livable for a summer. I guess for a summer it would be, but it's great property for the family. The kids would have to come up with a tent the first year.
Yeah. So what about, where are you going now? The third property?
Yeah, Edgewater.
The red one.
Yeah, that's another while away. But this gives me an idea, you know.
Yeah, so it's not brick.
Right on top of the lake, eh? Let's go any further. Probably a wide lot and shallow. Make a fucking pee before you forget. There's a bathroom. There's probably only one.
So a really nice day today, got a lot of stuff done, some good father-son bonding, and more importantly saw 3 really cool cottages to kickstart our cottage search. The first one, I mean, talk about a cottagey cottage. You walk in, it's a huge farmer's kitchen, you know, massive island, lots of wood. You go into the cottage, has a really homey feel to it. They've got a Muskoka room facing the lake, and there's a tree going right down through the middle of it. So a real cottagey cottage. The only problem with this one is that there's not a lot of room, not a lot of grass to run around, to throw a football, to throw a baseball around, which I think is going to be really important for the grandkids and the great-grandkids and future generations. And that is a big consideration here for my mom and dad. Also, stairs down to the lake, which in their old age, they're a ripe 65 right now. So getting down to the lake, you don't want it to be a problem. Cottage number 2, I mean, wow, talk about a beautiful piece of land. The cottage itself, I mean, my dad took maybe 2 steps inside it. Definitely needs work. You're either tearing that whole thing down or you're not buying it. So basically you're tearing the whole thing down. But I mean, the land is gorgeous. You're facing southwest, getting the sunset. Absolutely beautiful. So a lot of potential. That one's listed for $750, but I mean, I can see someone paying a pretty penny for that property. And then the third cottage, I mean, more in a residential neighborhood, less space, more quaint. Could still do some work in terms of renovations, but I don't think it's for us. I kind of knew right when we got there it was not for us. Just not a big enough lot, but a really, really cute cottage. But yeah, overall, a lot of fun. And you know, I don't think we found the one yet. I think the first one we saw is so close to being the one. I mean, my mom loves it. She would love this one just for the kitchen itself. But I think we can take aspects of that cottage and implement it onto whatever cottage we do end up buying. Thanks for hanging out today. This was Cottage Hunting Part 1. We haven't found the one yet, but we are on the right track. Now I gotta survive for another week of listening to my parents saying, "Did you find one yet? How about this one? How about that one?" So we'll see how it goes and if I survive. But if I do, we'll see you on Part 2.